Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to He Said What Now? I am your host, Devlin Howard, and this show is about anything I want it to be topics, drama, details, etc. Whatever I decide, the topic it shall be. Since speaking of topics, let us begin. All right, today's category is the one named Sailor Moon, episode 8, about one of correction, the greatest heroine of all time for multiple reasons. And honestly, I'm amazed at this. Today is her 30th birthday of when she first was aired. Think about that, 30 years of changing lives, changing opinions, and doing everything that you all thought started now. No, it started back then with this lovely lady right here. Literally the epitome of time changing. And if you weren't part of it, I feel sorry for you. Okay, now, Sailor Moon was created by Naoko Takeuchi, Naoko Takeuchi, as the female version of Power Rangers, since there was not one, and most people during that time felt that it was not possible to be successful in that type of business as a female action hero. Well, guess what? They're wrong. Absolutely wrong. Completely were wrong. She had a great idea. Now, here's the funny thing about that is how Sailor Moon turned out. She wasn't supposed to be at all. She was actually a lot of things that were cool now and are cool now. She was supposed to be those things, but people who were looking over Naoko's work kept saying this type of media would not be appropriate. This type of media would not sell well for, guess what? It's gore and odd usage of the characters. For example, Sailor Mercury, one of the most popular Sailor Senshis or Sailor Scouts in America, was actually supposed to get decapitated in the show, well, in the manga. They made her take that out. However, here's the funny thing. When Akira was released, it did everything that Naoko wanted to do with Sailor Moon. She was not happy. She felt that the real reason that they took all those things out or made her not do it is because it was in relation to female characters. I think I jumped a little ahead of myself, which not surprising, it's Sailor Moon. So there's a lot to talk about and I will not be able to get through all of it in this video. It's just absolutely impossible. Okay, so beyond the point of being the female version of Power Rangers, Sailor Moon was also supposed to tackle many events as well as issues in real life. While she might have been a created character, she was to embody a lot of the aspects that many societies found inappropriate to talk about or inappropriate to be part of. Now, being male already makes me part of the things she's talking about. For example, how I mentioned she's supposed to have been the female Power Rangers. Well, that's because they wanted a female audience to get involved. But as the same goes, because she's a woman, I was told I could not participate in enjoying Sailor Moon. And I find this funny. It's like, yes, did I have a locket? Yes. Did I have the wand? Yes. But I also had the sword from Dragon Ball Z. I had all the X-Men figures. But because I showed as much appreciation for her toys as I did my favorite Batman and X-Men heroes, I got placed into a very small group. Now, I find that humorous, but at the same time, I like to thank those people for doing that because I'm not a part of those communities. And I'm actually very happy about that because those communities showed me that even at a young age, you don't change who you are for anybody. And that is what I love the most about Sailor Moon. Her entire character is built off the concept of being imperfect. Ha! Me saying that. Now that's funny. People who know me know why that's funny. But still being able to obtain anything you put your mind to. So, for example, Sailor Moon is not considered the prettiest. She's actually considered overweight in the series. While it's not drawn that way, she loves to eat. She's terrible in school, very clumsy, and she's a crybaby. All aspects, at least for women at the time, were very inappropriate. Or for people, actually, I think about it, not being smart, not being skinny, not being Miss Perfect, all these things that people are normally ridiculed about, Sailor Moon was. A lot of the characters were things that were deemed bad to be. Overly smart, we have Miss Amy, Sailor Mercury. Shallow and closed-minded, we have Ray Hino, Sailor Mars. Tall and tomboyish, we have Miss Jupiter herself. And overly obsessed with love, which is funny, that is mostly a anime thing, Miss Minako. Now, here's the part that I find very important that needs to be said. I know currently in our generation, sorry I'm holding the mic this way, I have no stand. So if you want to donate to get me a lovely stand to make this more comfortable for me, I would mostly appreciate it. Actually, I would completely appreciate it. But back to the topic. Sailor Moon is an anime that tried to include everyone. Not many animes or things wanted to do that. Not many shows were brave enough to do that. And here are just some of the things that Sailor Moon took pride in, at least in the anime version, that so few of our beloved titles even would dare to go next to. Homosexuality. Sailor Moon had it. She had multiple situations where the villains were male and male lovers, female lovers, etc. Transsexualism. She had it. Many of the villains were in some ways either cross-dressers or transsexuals. Incest. She had it. But it was more, while weird, I think they were trying to play more off the fact of interpretation of love by someone really, really young who doesn't understand love. So kind of seeing her parents and emulating what they showed as love, more so than legitimate love. They kind of try to do bestiality a little, but not in the sense of an animal with a human, as more as the animal becomes a human and falling in love with a human. And the movie was actually really pretty. Like, you should watch it. That was a very lovely, touching scene for Luna. They also go into masculine and feminine roles. We have lovely Sailor Uranus, who can embody both male and female and does it very well. When she's a man, she is a man, and when she's a woman, she's a very beautiful woman. And she is also the lesbian official, not cousins. I know us Americans, we think they're cousins or thought they were cousins. No, they are not. Lover of Sailor Neptune, who is a perfectionist in every way, very elegant, very poised, and in some ways is more trained to be the vintage style beauty. We have characters like Sailor Pluto, whose entire life existed around isolation. So us introverted people are even included. Then we have people who are like Sailor Saturn, closed in, overly protected by their parent, and always sick, but can still find somebody to deem friend. And just like that, within, sorry, injuries, they're trying to flare up on me. And as I said, these are not edited videos, so sometimes the pain will show. As I was saying, the show tries to include everyone, regardless of their gender, their preferences, their abilities. Everybody in some way can see themselves in the Sailor Moon franchise. And she's not just an anime icon in her own show. She actually embodies a lot of things that are currently just, especially for me as being a male, since I was constantly ridiculed and picked on for, she embodies all those things that people said I could not do or be part of. And they don't even know that she's been part of them way longer than they realize. And one thing is fashion. You could literally say the Sailor Moon series is a walking runway fashion show. And I do not mean in a non-literal sense. I literally mean Sailor Moon is fashion. Most of the costumes in the show, especially in Sailor Moon season R, are direct representations of live designers and beliefs in fashion. And I actually do have a few to share with you all in this video. So with a moment to do, I shall give the floor to just a few picks. There's actually more, and if you are interested, I might just leave a link below for you to look. All right, one moment, people, and I'll be right back. Enjoy.
Princess Serenity, inspired by the Christian Dior of 1992. Queen Beryl, inspired by the Mugler of 1992. Calaveras, inspired by the Christian Laroques of 1992. Wicked Lady, inspired by the Yves Saint Laurent Opium.
Wasn't that lovely? Even if you don't think it was, it clearly was. You just have terrible taste. You're probably wearing Crocs right now. So let us continue. What I also appreciate about Sailor Moon is that she's actually a part of a few things that I, as a man and a boy, was always told girls couldn't be part of. So for one, video games. You always hearing about how girls can't play video games, etc., etc. Well, here's some news for you. She had her whole line of video games. She even had some fighting games, which were tournament worthy. Hilariously broken, but tournament worthy, where grown men playing them and enjoying the crap out of them. So shut up. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. That's just, shut up. Let these girls enjoy their video games like us dudes do. Sailor Moon already out here tapping all that. What else she has that I found absolutely amazing for me, because it involves another genre and hero that most people say girls should not be part of, is Batman. Now, again, if people know me, they know I'm a jump up and down as quick for Batman as I would Sailor Moon. Oh, you just don't know. I got collections for both of these characters, and I am not ashamed about it. And anybody who tried to make me feel ashamed, shame on you. Why you worried so much about my life? Maybe you should make a video about that. And people didn't know a lot of these things about Sailor Moon in relation to Batman. She's been in the comics. There's been relations of her in the comics. She showed up in a few clips from the comics. She's even been in the background in a few clips from the comics. Sadly, I was struggling to find the clip again. It's so hard when everything is fan art nowadays, so finding the official stuff is really difficult sometimes. However, I do have some Batman related things that I did find, and you will get to see them momentarily. So Another pause for me. I need to take a breath.
Bruce Wayne confirming that Sailor Moon is indeed in the DC universe, as knowing that Rei Hino is in fact the name of Sailor Mars. The stunt double of Batman showing off his Sailor Moon phone in a selfie.
What I also liked about Sailor Moon is that while I did allow society at one point to deem her inappropriate for me to the point where I stopped loving her, is on my 21st birthday, I was reminded about what legitimate happiness was when I brought her back into my life, because lo and behold, a lot of times in my darker times, it was Sailor Moon who helped me come out of those things. And on my 21st birthday, I decided to stop acting as if I didn't enjoy my Sailor Moon. Pretty much it also was the day that I decided to stop allowing people to tell me who or what I can and cannot do, who or what I can and cannot enjoy. Wow. Just heard that in my head. Funny. Inappropriate, maybe. Still funny. But anywho, and a lot of my closest friends made that 21st birthday very important to me. Literally threw me an entirely exclusive VIP only Sailor Moon birthday party. I wore my Sailor Moon outfits. I looked amazing. My body was buff in this like Sailor Moon shirt. No one could touch me, but people wanted to. Too bad. That was Sailor Moon's in my day. What I also liked is it also made me more comfortable and allowing my expressions to be visually seen. I started wearing Sailor Moon themed outfits to my video game tournaments, and it showed me that a lot of people were not as bad as I thought they were. A lot of dudes actually enjoyed Sailor Moon, loved what I was wearing. The girls running up, oh my god, you got an Artemis backpack. Oh my god, what is that? Is that a necklace? Oh, where'd you get that from? It's like legitimate conversations about who's Sailor Senshi and their favorite Sailor Senshi, etc. And guess who she's always put up against in a fight? Who can beat Goku? Sailor Moon can. That's one of their favorites. And she can. I mean, legitimately wearing what is known as the Imperial Silver Crystal in America, Maburo go Shinsho in Japanese, which is a crystal of unlimited power. Goku ain't touching that, people. Yeah, I threw it in my video. I'm one of those. Sue me. You ain't gonna get nothing. I ain't even gotta stand for my mic. So take that. What I also like is when you think about all these other superheroes, guess what Sailor Moon does that most others don't? She don't throw the bad guys in jail. At least not most of the time. She doesn't give them another chance to wreak havoc onto the world. No. She moon dusts them. How many times has Superman done that? How many times has Batman had to recatch the Joker? How many villains did Goku actually kill? They're all a lower number than the enemy Sailor Moon has destroyed, and then went on her way to go play Sailor V. So take that. All y'all superheroes out here, oh, we gotta let them stay alive. It's against my prophecy. This is me talking about Batman. Me going off on Batman. And Sailor Moon up here. See this pretty jewel? Yeah. That's an in-depth. There's in-game. TKO. One hit. Y'all ain't got that. No. Y'all too busy throwing y'all hand symbols up, taking 7 episodes before y'all finally missed your first attack. In the time it takes you to hit the first villain, she's already transformed, gave her speech, and ended the episode. Now take that as efficiency. Sailor Moon got your number. Need a real hero? Call this lovely lady right here. You want a kind of a good hero? There's probably a gajillion other shows that you could be watching. but none of them will get the job done as well as the one named Sailor Moon. Alrighty, everybody. That is all the time I have for today, which is sad. There is so much more information that I could give about this lovely lady, but then that would require me to have hours of time to give, and my back is giving out and my arm is hurting, so that is not going to happen in this video. But if you want to follow up on this comment and these statements in this video, actually any video, you are more than welcome to always leave a comment below, a suggestion below, or request a follow-up to any of the topics in which I have stated now or in the past. So, this is Devlin Howard, and as always, beauty, grace, and stay gorgeous.